I'm Kathy, founder of Zens and Echoes, a candle shop that's eventually going to be something so much more. But today we're going to get ready for the fall launch because I'll be honest with you, my summer collection completely tanked. I poured at least 40 candles and sold none. And I have no one to blame but myself. So Coastal Crush and cherry on top of us. We'll see you guys later. So today is a studio reset. I'm clearing my headspace. I'm cleaning my physical space so I can prepare for the fall launch. Grabbing some items for photography. And if we're lucky, by the end of the day, we'll be testing some candles.
So I'm stopping first at Michael's. My goal is to go to Michael's. There's a Home Goods right next door, so I may stop in there. But I don't even know what time they open. They might be open, I'm not sure. But I need to go to Michael's. I need to go to Walmart and Dollar Tree. And I figured this would be closer, but like the places I need to go are all on opposite sides. But I'm very excited because honestly I'm really trying to get the fall situated for this new product launch. If it all works out, I'll come back with something. The goal is to avoid pumpkin things. I am not a big pumpkin spice girly. I've tried that just to see what the hype was about and stuff like that, but I can't honestly say that I can commit to being so infatuated with pumpkin and that kind of thing. I know that fall is here, so it's a very strong possibility that the store is like at this point wall to wall in October Halloween things too, but we're gonna see. This is as close as I would have came to getting anything pumpkin related. I'm not gonna lie, I have been sleeping on Michael's because what? I think this is so cute. I just picked one up, but not the best angle. Ew, this was not it. I'll show you the one that I actually got. This is travel. Anyway, they have like these different paper pads. I had to pick one of those up. I think they're so cute. Okay, so before I go to Walmart, I'm trying to decide if I even want to go to Walmart. I should. So let me show you guys what I got from, where did I go first? Michael's. I only got one thing from Michael's, and it was this. But basically it's all these different textures and materials and stuff that I could play around with. And I feel like I can use a lot out of this thing. They had some that were just solid colors, but I figured I might as well just get construction paper if I do that. But I have been kind of sleeping on Michael's, so I need to start going back there, especially for like colored card stock and stuff like that. But that was the only thing I got from, no, I'm lying. Also got this little bouquet. It's $4.99. You know what? Actually, it might be worth $4.99 because even if I go to Dollar Tree, if I did individual flowers for $1.25, it would have been roughly the same, right? So then I just went into Home Goods because that was right next door. And they had these really cute bins. And there's like a mint green color. I think I need to add some more colors to that room because there's a lot of the things in my the office space is like black. So I need to add some more pops of color in general, and I really want to organize that place because it looks a mess. So I have two of these actually. Cute little picture frame. In both stores I spent around $25, $26. This is the color, the frame that I got from Home Goods, and this was $6.99. I feel like we can use this again. You know, all of the things that we got, I can use them again, repurpose them, and they'll do good with they'll do good. Oh my gosh, I wonder if the AC was too loud this whole time. They'll do good with the product photos that I'll take later. Now we're gonna go to Walmart and see what we can get there. Oh, and I also need to stop at CVS. right, so I didn't get a chance to go to Dollar Tree, but I spent enough. Headed back home. I'm gonna show you really quick what the space looks like. I'm embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed because obviously, like, it's not that bad, but it needs some tidying. Kind of messy, right? And then look, on my foot. So there's some things we can do to tidy up a bit. We're gonna tidy up. We're gonna get it together because everything's a mess right now, and we need to do better. Okay. Calm down. Okay, London Bridge. Okay, so we're making progress, but it just feels like slow progress right now because I just keep getting distracted and I have a lot of stuff going on. So anyway, I'm trying to put things together piece by piece. So I did add this stand in this room, put the printer on top. I'll put that for like packaging stuff, you know, my fulfillment center. I also added in this vanity that used to be in my bedroom. I just feel like it's another sitting area for me to either make some candles and, you know, package them up and things like that. Temporary right now because what I was using for a quick moment was the same table that I use at the market, and that is just too big for this room. It fits, but it's also like it looks janky, and I don't like that look. So those two areas are kind of set. I need to figure out where what's happening with all of this. I'm gonna put those boxes in a way that makes it efficient for actually sending things off. I have to plan this the way I want it to go. And also the TV, I think I'm gonna give that TV to my niece because she's going to college. She moves in later this month, so I think that'll be a good gift for her. I think it's a good size for a college dorm, so I have a place for that. But yeah, still making progress. I'm just gonna put these boxes here. We're gonna test because I recorded this whole spiel just now and then I'm trying to edit it now and it's like there's no sound. So testing. Okay. Clearly we're in a different day because I just could not finish last night. The thing with me is like when there's little things to pick up, that's like I hate it. And I think that's what always kind of takes me over the edge. So I was just like, I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm gonna just finish it tomorrow. So I was trying to post yesterday, but I'll post it today. No big deal. Now, clearly we're finished, right? So I'm starting in this corner because it was at first the most put together area, like out of everything, right? The goal for tidying up was obviously to clean the space, but I want the room to have at least 4 zones, 4 functions, right? So this area over here, desk area, I need to sit down and think and not have another storage area. So the desk area is admin and all the other things, right? Then the create station, I need to sit down and make the candles in the designated area. And at some point when I was in the midst of everything, I just felt like I had to move around to too many places to make a candle. So now we have a better put together area. And then zone 3 would be the packing, shipping, fulfillment area. So that's completed. Maybe five zones because I also have the shelving for the fragrance and things like that and things on that shelf. And then for the content and stuff like that I do
record and film in this room. Obviously, we can move around and do whatever we want to do, but I just needed the ring lights to be in one area, and try to make it in a way where like setup is not 20 minutes long. It's more like 2 to 5. So let's look at the before and then the after. Now I'll show you where everything kind of goes. So let's start in this corner. So candle wise, this has always kind of been the area, at least for a very long time, this has been the area where the candles have been stored, the already prepared. And obviously they need to be restocked and make more, right? So this is the archives collection. Down here, this shelf is for the quiet and reflective collection. Up here we have the spilled ink. This one needs to be restocked the most. Down here we have the caught feelings maybe. Right underneath we have the creative flow collection, and then underneath mixed signals. So that part is done. Up here, when I went to the store, I left here for 1 for decoration and for 2, I know that fall is coming up, so this is what I want to use for the product photography. Down here are the boxes they're somewhat pre-made so that I can just pick them up and take them over to the desk when I need to sit down and actually pack the order. They already have like their stickers, thank you things in there, all of the things. Those cute bins that I got. Now I just have like the leftover labels in here. And then the bottom is not necessarily a shelf, but I do have other boxes of the candle vessels, some of the candle vessels that I use currently. Now this area is just a little crafty stuff. Paper pad that I just bought. This pad, I put it on top of this is like a laptop holder that it's standing on, or a laptop stand. Let's put that here because I like the pops of color it added to the shelf. Also, this has a lot of my markers, glue sticks, pencils, some extra thank you cards, and then candle safety cards as well. Below that shelf, I do have some of the jars I'll use for the fall collection. They look very similar to the other ones, but they're bigger. So now to the creating station area. Basically, I'll be sitting here when I make the candles. And I want to make sure that the things that I need to make the candle are not in far reach. So obviously the wax melter is here. And then a little below that we have the tissue papers. Down here, this bin has the wick stickers, wicks, the wick clips, safety stickers, my wick clippers, my centering tools. The things in here to make the actual candle are in that bin. And then down here in this little container are these little guys, a bin of these guys. And then at the very bottom, I have more packing things, the honeycomb paper for shipping, some tape, some rulers and things like that are in here. Also in this desk right here are some more books that I use pretty often, especially this book here, vision journal, and more like writing things that I do. So in here, we have a bag that has my camera lenses and things like that in here, just to keep those things out of sight, but also knowing where they are. So then over to this area, we have the fragrances, the pour-in pitchers. So in this area, I just put my heat gun in here, thermometers in here, some snuffers in here as well. And these 2 jars are sitting here because I use this to measure out the fragrance oils. And then back here is like an extra little burner top. Down here are some older vessels that I've had for a long time. I've used them. I've changed my mind a couple of times on them. The wicking was not the best, like even over here. This one has been already burned. This was a test candle that did not become successful. These are some old ones I used in the past. I think I'll bring them back for something later in the future. Definitely bringing back these heavier vessels at some point. I have a collection in mind, and you know how those things go. These have been used before, but I want to use them for a different theme. And then same thing with this one back here. On to the fulfillment side of the house. Printers here, the thermal printer for the labels, the shipping labels. Back here, I have some more paper, photo paper, cardstock, things like that. In this bin here, I do have the cable cords and stuff that goes to these printers. Luckily, this one is Bluetooth, so they're all Bluetooth, so I don't really need the Ethernet cords and things like that to connect it to the laptops. And then I have some extra paper for the label printing. The bottom right here, we do have the shipping boxes, more shipping boxes. That's probably the most dimly lit area right now just because of how the sun is coming in. But obviously I sit here to do all the work that needs to be done at the computer. I'm also like waiting on the shipment for some fall scents to come in. So that should come in later today. So hopefully it does so I can start my testing. I already have an idea of I have an idea of everything already. So that is something else we just have to wait on. When we initially decided to fix up this room, it was supposed to be a candle studio / lounge chill zone, because I was going to get like a day bed and things like that. But as things happened, I was just like, yeah, nah, I don't want to do too much in this room. Yes, this is our apartment, but I also want to wait until we get something a little bit more ours to really do what I want, because I'm very skeptical on like boring holes and stuff like that into the walls and things. So yeah, I think I showed you guys everything. Oh, except this thing, right? So I came across this because this is always behind that other one in the back, that other one. But when I picked this up when I was cleaning, I was just like, oh my gosh, I forgot that I wrote this for my launch day, because I was just so proud of myself. I can't believe I actually like went through it. I created the business and everything. So I'm glad I still saw it. And like the day after, I do have a video on that too. But the day after I launched my business, I got engaged. So that's very much, this is a nice memory to go back and see. But that's it for this room. I am so happy how everything turned out. Now I just have to wait. The fragrances are supposed to deliver today. It says by 8:10 p.m. I'm hoping it comes a little sooner. Also, the closet back there is another headache. It's another beast on its own. So I'm going to tackle that at some later date. I will not threaten myself by putting a date on that. So I'm excited for fall. I'm excited to make candles. I'm excited to restock. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that you engage. I hope that you leave a comment. Tell me your ideas of what I can do in here to add a little bit more flair, because honestly, I need to add more color. I think I have a lot of color actually when it comes to the candles themselves, but I do like the idea of creating more of a vibe. So like at nighttime, the LED lights come on and things like that. But for the most part, this is what's working and I'm happy. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Later.